In this video, we're gonna start our coding. We have set up our environment. Now we know what is HTML and why it is important. So it's time for real coding. So we can go to our desktop. We need two things. The first one, we need a project folder where we're gonna store our project. It means our HTML file. And then we also need the HTML file itself. So if you wanna create a folder, you can create any folder as you create. So you can left click in your desktop, and if you are in Windows, there will be option called new. You can go there and create folder. As I am in Linux, there is no option for new folder. So what I will do, I will go another folder called YouTube. Yeah, I do all kind of YouTube stuff in this folder. There is a folder called code. So inside code, I will create a folder. So it doesn't matter wherever you wanna create a folder, but if you wanna store your files, you have to create a folder. It will be a project folder. So let me left click it and go to new folder. It will ask me for a name. I will say HTML 0. Oh my gosh, 020. Oh my gosh, my spelling is suck. Okay, so you can see folder has been created, HTML020. If I'll go inside it, nothing is there. It is empty folder. So after creating the folder, what you can do, you can open VS Code. So what you can do to open the folder, you can go to the file, you can see there, and then there is option called open folder. So I'll click here and then find out the folder. So my folder was in the home inside the YouTube. What is the YouTube? Yeah, the first one. And then inside the code, and this is the folder, HTML020. I'll press OK. So you can see here is the folder, HTML020, but there is no file inside it. So we cannot write code inside a folder, right? We have to have a file. So what we can do, we can hover over it, and there is an option. The first option is new file. Press it and named it. I will name it index.html. Press enter. Yeah, the file has been created. So this is the folder, is HTML020, and inside there is an HTML file, index.html. So let me verify if the folder has already been created or not. So if I go to my file manager, this is the folder, HTML020. If I go there, this is the file, index.html. So we have created our first file. Now we can start our coding. But before write any code, I want to save something. That is, have you noticed I actually named my file as index.html. This HTML part is important. This is the extension. For example, if you write a PDF file or if you write a docs file, you named your docs file as something.docs or something.pdf. So these are the extension, so that the software which gonna open the file, in our case it will be Google Chrome. For PDF it will be Microsoft Word or any PDF reader. Those software are looking for the .pdf extension, and our browser, when it will open our HTML file, it will looking for the .html extension. So it doesn't matter whatever you want to name your file. I named index. You can say app main, in fact your name .html. It is okay. So this is the first thing about naming convention, and you have to do this. There is no other way. .html. And the second thing, if you have watched any other HTML videos before, or if you read any book, you can find most of the videos they actually named their first file as index.html. So why index? Okay, this is mainly a convention. The thing is, most of the server, if you don't know what is server is nothing but simple computer. Those are running 24 hours 7 days a week and 365 days a year. So all time they're running. For example, Facebook server. When you will go to your Facebook account, you will request to the Facebook server, I mean the Facebook computer, to send you the HTML page. So there will be a lot of HTML page. Your profile page, home page, there's a video tab, also the, oh my gosh, I'm not a regular user of Facebook, so there are so many tab, notification tab. So when you press each of the tab, then an individual HTML page will come. So how the computer or how the server will know that which HTML they should send you first? I mean, which HTML page gonna be the home page? You have to say the server. So most of the server on the earth, they actually set up their home page as index.html. So whenever any user will request for your website or will go to your website, they will be presented by index.html as your home page. So if you want to change it, you can change it by going through the setup option in your server or in your hosting. But in general, we actually named our first entry file as index.html. So I watched a lot of HTML videos, but nobody explained this to me. So I was very confused at the beginning. So that's why I want to be clear to you, so that you can explain people why we named our first entry file as index.html. This is a convention followed by most of the server on planet. Okay, so now we can start coding. So if I'll go to this file index.html, I can left click it and press open in other folder, and then Chrome has been selected. I will say select. Yeah, you can see the HTML file has been opened inside my Google Chrome, and this is the entire location for the HTML file in my desktop, /home /sonnet /youtube blah blah, then index.html. So this location will be different based on your operating system. So okay, if I'll go to the code, you can see it is blank, and that's why this website is blank. So let me write something inside the VS Code. I will say hello world. It is the it is the common thing. Oh my gosh. Hello world. And if I go there and refresh it, you can see hello world has been is showing there. So this is our first HTML code, right? Though it is not HTML, but at least our browser can interpret this code, this text, and showing us inside the browser. So this is it. This is the first thing about HTML. So have you seen that when I go to there and reload the page, it is showing me there, but in your case it might not show you there. You have to save the HTML file in the VS Code. The different ways to save it. For you, it will be Ctrl+S if you're Windows or Mac, or Command+S. And in my case, what I did, I went to the file, and there is an option called autosave. You can see, and in my case, it is turned on. You can just press it; it will be turned off, and then I will go there. Where is the autosave? Yeah, and I press it, it will be turned on. So what happened when autosave will be turned on? The thing is, whatever you write here, it will be saved automatically. So yeah, this is our first HTML. Technically it is not HTML, but theoretically I think it is some code inside HTML. So it is showing me. So let me write the real HTML. Let me delete it. So in real HTML there is a convention, some convention, and we have to follow this convention. So there are two kind of things you have to understand about HTML. There are only two concepts. If you understand these two concepts, then everything gonna be piece of cake. The first concept is tag, HTML tag, and the second concept is HTML attribute. What is the spelling of attribute? I don't know. ATRIBUT maybe. By the way, I'm not the English grammar teacher, so it doesn't mind. So this is the two things. One is tag and the second is attribute. These two things combinedly make the HTML element. So whatever you see on the web page, everything is HTML element. So let me show you some of the HTML element. If I go to my Twitter, this is my Twitter account. Whatever you are seeing on the page, everything is HTML element. This is the image element. This is my profile picture. This is maybe paragraph. This is heading. So these all are defined by HTML element. If I will show you the HTML element itself. Let me show you. You can open the developer tool by Ctrl+Shift+J or Command-Shift+J or Command-Option-J in your Macintosh. And if you go to element, you can see these are the HTML element. For example, let me turn on the magnifying option, and if I will select something, I will select this paragraph and press. It will take me to the element. You can see this is a span element. So everything you are seeing on the page is different kind of HTML element. So this HTML element has been created with tag and attribute. Isn't it clear? So let me show you what is a tag. Tag is nothing but a way to say the browser how to show your content. For example, this is a heading and this is a paragraph. So I want to write a heading in my browser. So I will say h1. It's an heading tag. You don't have to understand what is h1, but it's a tag. Now you have to understand this tag will say the browser I want to write some heading. So if I'll say Twitter, oh my gosh, h1, h2, whatever, yeah, h1. So I said tw Twitter, and I'll go there, refresh it. You can see Twitter, and this is in bold because it's an heading. So if I'll go and write a paragraph, so my Twitter handle is sonetthecoder. Please follow me there. Go there, refresh, see the heading is in bold and then the paragraph. So this actually saying the browser, okay Google, let me show the Twitter text in the browser as a heading, and let me show the my Twitter handle is sonetthecoder. Please don't forget to follow me there in as a paragraph. So these are the HTML tags. The tag started with the squiggly bracket, yeah, or third bracket, whatever. So started with the third bracket and then end with the third bracket. So the tag will be started like this, and for example h1, and it will be closed like this. So, and when the h1 tag will be closed, there will be a slash, you can see. So this is the tag, started with third bracket, end with third bracket, and between this tag, whatever you will write will be shown as a heading, or if it's paragraph, then as a paragraph on the screen. So this is HTML tag. I think now it's clear. So now our HTML tag is done. Let me write some basic HTML. I will say h1 hyphen and say paragraph, for example lorem and tab. So lorem, it's, I don't know what it is. It is a way to, I mean, create some random text quickly. So if you write lorem and tab, then it will create a random text for you. So if I'll go to the browser, refresh, you can see our text is there and also our heading is there. But for example, I want to make this heading in red. It is now in black, so I want to color it as red. So how we can do this? We cannot say the browser by our heading tag it will be a red tag. There is nothing called red heading or blue heading, because if we named our tag as red heading, blue heading, it will be billions and millions of tags, because there are millions of colors, right? So it is not a logical way. That's why the HTML developers, they created another thing called attribute. So attribute will help you add some additional information to your tag. So there are so many attributes. I will go through every of them or each of them. So today we're gonna learn a simple attribute that is called style. So what a style attribute does, it will give you a way to style your HTML tags. So there are so many attributes. So let me show you how a style work. So if I want to style this as red, I can say color red. Color red. Yep. Go there, refresh. You can see now the heading is in red. So what we have learned, HTML tag define the content of a website, and HTML attributes add some additional information on that tag. So this is our HTML tag and attribute. So now we will write a real HTML. Now these are also real HTML, but these are not structured. So there are some thing called structured HTML. We should learn, or we should write a structured HTML. So what I will delete all of them, and if I'll go to the browser, refresh it, there is nothing, and go back. Okay, so the first tag we actually write in any HTML is this. It is Doctype HTML. So what is Doctype HTML? Doctype HTML is saying the browser, look, this is an HTML5 documents. So there are different versions of HTML. For example, HTML4, XML, different version of them. So different version of HTML have their own doctype, or excuse me, have their own kind of declaration. So in HTML5 we just say Doctype HTML with this exclamation, so that the browser will understand this is an HTML5 documents. So nowadays browsers are very smart, they automatically figure it out that it is HTML5, but it is a good practice because so many old browser like IE, Internet Explorer, they don't know how to decipher HTML5 without the doctype. So it's a good to have. And then our next tag gonna be HTML. So this is the HTML tag, and here our next tag will be title. So what is title? Title is this. You can see this is called index.html, right? So this is a title. So I wanna title it as HTML course. Okay, save it, go back, reload. You can see now the title is HTML course. Okay, let me close this tab. Yeah, HTML course. So this is the title. So now we're gonna write something so that we can see inside the browser. So what we can do, we can write something called body. So body gonna hold everything inside this browser. So if I write our before text, for example h1 hi man, and then say p lorem, press, go there, refresh, you can see. So the title is there and this is inside the body. So whatever you write inside the body will be shown in the real web page. So you don't have to, you don't have to write the real HTML tag inside body. If you want, you can write blank text like this, and if you go there, refresh it, it will be there. Also I will delete it. This is HTML inside the body. So have you noticed something? This structure is kind of the tree structure. The HTML, inside HTML there is a title, then also there is a body, inside body there is h1p. So these are the different tag inside each other. So this structure has been called parent child structure. You can imagine as your family. Yeah, this is a family structure. So the HTML, this is the granddaddy for all of the tag, and then there is a title tag, and this title tag, and then there is the body tag. Where the body gone? Sorry, something messed up. Yeah, let me delete this. Okay, so this is the body and this is the title. So this body and this title, they are siblings because they both are inside the HTML tag. So they called siblings. And then we have h1 tag, and also we have p tag, paragraph tag. These two of them are the child for the body. So h1 and p, they are siblings and they are the child for the body, and body is the child for the HTML. So it's a child parent relationship. So this is a good analogy. You can see this analogy in different HTML courses, so I want to show you that. So yeah, today it is pretty much we have write our first HTML. So what you can do now, you can go to the Twitter and first of all take a screenshot of your code. Let me take one. Yeah, click, the sound is really cool. And you can go to the tweet option, and then you can write something. For example, this is my first HTML code, and also mention me as @ sonetthecoder. Yeah, this is sonetthecoder, my account, and write whatever you wanna write, and then attach your screenshot of your code in your tweet. So if you do this, then I can check out your code, and I will definitely retweet it, and also I will, in the next video, the best HTML code will be featured. It means I'm gonna feature the best HTML code in my next video. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video.